Okay, here's my disclaimer. I am a qualified builder with 25 years experience. Where I come from, they call me Chocolate Chippy. This is not financial or real estate advice. All info is public and for my personal use only. Always seek professional advice before making decisions. Hey, it's Odin here. So I'm just off to another open home down in Southport. Show you guys what it's like. And here's another part of my recovery from the injury I had last year. This is for my mental health, and I have an obsession of real estate, so that's why my therapist said to get this all started. So yeah, this is my journey of recovery. Yeah, so now I'm just on the G-Link tram. We've got to head from Helensville down to Southport and then catch a bus, is it, I think, and then walk another couple hundred metres and then we'll be at the address. What we have here is homeless encampment. Here we got off at Southport tram station. There's the tram leaving. Lucky, man, pins and needles in my leg hard from sitting down. That was only a 15-minute tram ride from Helensville. Now I'm starting to limp with all these pins and needles running through my leg. Here we are just waiting for a bus stop, but I'm just seeing this alley down in Southport. So just trying to kill time before a bus comes, but that pins and needles on my leg actually stayed around, still going now. I sat down and had a feed, and then grabbed the quarter pounder, and then look at my top. Massive stain on it from the tomato sauce I didn't see. Try and go out dressed nice. This is actually good for your mental health as well, to look presentable when you go out every time, even if it's just to the supermarket. That's my theory anyway. And my therapist said it's actually good for my mental health too. Since the accident, it comes in waves. Right? Some waves are really heavy and deep. It's hard to get out of, especially when you, like with my injury and stuff. Try and get out as much as I can, just to try and get me out of that cycle. Only a couple of hundred, might even be 200 metres away from the property. KFC, up the road there's Pie Face, so it's a servo, all up there. This is the main drag. Oh, you got Hungry Jacks there, another servo, fitness there. This place has a walk score of 86. And there's a Macca's on the corner down there, if you can see it. And the bus stop's actually just 100 and something metres away as well. And then you just connect up to a tram at Southport, get up to Helensville. Yeah, it's handy as. I actually made a walkthrough video of this apartment, but I accidentally deleted it. So I've just grabbed all the photos off realestate.com and put them up here for you to see. So we are at apartment 10, 23 Mini Street, Southport, up on the Gold Coast. So today we're in Southport checking out a one-bedroom apartment that could be a smart foot in the door for someone entering the property market. And as you know, once you get your foot in the door, you're laughing, right? It's just if you can afford it. Prices of one-bedroom apartments, they're starting to creep up. This whole exercise is to show people that, or anywhere, if you can find a one better and it's a reasonable price, and it's a great buy. It's always going to go up. Like in one of my videos, I said, real estate in Australia is 100% backed by the government. So it's pretty much fail-proof. We'll need a nuclear bomb to destroy our housing market. That's the only thing that's going to stop the beast from keep going, is a nuclear bomb. No, I don't want a nuclear bomb to happen. I'm just saying that's how strong our property market is. Inside we've got an open plan living and dining area. It's compact but functional, with enough space for a lounge and dining set. Natural light comes in. However, as you've seen in the video, there's a construction site right next door, and that balcony is looking straight into a blank wall, so you will lose light. I don't know how much light you're going to get, but it was going to be minimalized because of that building. So the kitchen runs along one side. Stainless steel appliances, plenty of storage overhead and below, and good bench space for this size apartment. The bedroom will fit a queen size bed easily, and then the walk-in wardrobe that leads to the ensuite. But like in the video, you will see that the bedroom window looks straight into that construction site. So I don't know if they're going to be having balconies on there, but your privacy is going to be limited if there are balconies on that same side. Then as you walk through the ensuite to the bathroom, it's actually combined with the laundry. It's common to have that combination in those apartments.
one bedroom, especially one bedroom apartments. A balcony actually, from the picture, opens the space right up, as you can see here. It's not too bad. It's actually quite tidy. It's just trying to get your foot in the door. Since
you come up a lift, which is there, and there's a rooftop terrace here for you to enjoy. Oh, there's a sink, table and chairs. So standing on the rooftop terrace, and that's your view. And then obviously this building is going to keep going higher. It's nice. If it was an investment property, you'd make money from it. You know, like, this is probably a good thing to get your foot in the door, right? Try and put your best offer up forward and see what happens. So here's the view from the rooftop terrace. And there's surfers, if you can see. It's surfers there. Yeah, as an investment property, you'd be laughing to get your foot in the door in Southport. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. It's got a toilet here on the roof. And there we have it. 4 other people that came to this open home. One of them was actually a nurse. She just walked in, heard the noise next door from this construction site here, and just walked out. I've said on a few videos, if you work night shift, the last thing you want to come home to is the jackhammering or any kind of construction noise going on for the whole day. You wouldn't get much rest here. So she walked out. There was another guy, he walked in. He didn't want to come up to the rooftop terrace. And he said that he works from home, so he wouldn't know if he could handle that noise for another year. We're not making an offer on it. We've just come to show you a 1-bedroom apartment, and it's actually really good if you could try and get your foot in the door to look for these places. You got Body Corp and stuff, and you gotta remember, it's not for you ever home, right? You just get your foot in.
We came in pretty early on the build.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were in at formwork stage. So I don't remember any.
So yeah, no. Oh, so maybe over there.
That's a visitor park.
Oh, is it?
And that's a
Oh yeah.
yeah, pretty sure it's rubbish. Yeah, that's rubbish. You want to check it out? Walk down and you're in the back part of the building.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
Hey, thanks for that.
No worries.
So yeah, if you can see that scaffolding and the crane there, that's the apartment's on the other side, and then so that's why it's got a walkability score in the 80s. This is the main road in front of us, right? And then around the corner here, just by on the other side of Lifeblood there, that's where the bus stop is. When I talked to the girl that was there, she came up to the terrace with us as we looked around, and yeah, she's renting and she wants to try and get her foot in the door. Her parents are giving her help, so like I've said before, the bank of mum and dad. And here's if you can see that Oscar Wiley sign, that's the bus stop. So, and there's a Taco Bell there, so like an arterial road that links to another one to go into the Pacific motorway.
So at a Dune Foundation, every property we look at goes through the 2 key filters. 1, the numbers have to work. 2, the community and management behind it have to stand strong. So today we're breaking down apartment 10, number 23 Mini Street, Southport, and seeing if it stacks up. So purchase price guide around $549,000. Rental potential about $530 per week, giving us a gross yield of roughly 5%. So running costs including body corp, rates, water and insurance come in at about $9,848 per year. That leaves an estimated net yield just under 3.2% before maintenance or vacancy. The walk score is really strong, 86. We haven't found any flood, bushfire or heritage overlays detected, and the building was built in 2019, so hopefully it should be low maintenance risk. But here's the Dune difference. We don't just look at the building, we look at the people and systems that run it. That's the body corporate, and in this case, strata. When reviewing any strata property, we check, is the sinking fund healthy or running on fumes? Are there any special levies planned that could spike fees? Has the building faced disputes or legal action? Is the management company stable or facing bankruptcy? How many owners are investors versus owner-occupiers? Because that affects care and community. For a Dune, we favour boutique properties, not really gated communities, because once it's gated and you have a swimming pool and a gym there, those body corp fees are high. So we stay away from those sort of investments unless there's no other option. Last option is to take one of those properties that in a gated community. This Southport unit, the numbers are decent, the location is strong, but the final decision rests on the body corporate's health. That's why due diligence is non-negotiable. At Adoon, we buy for stability, livability, and the future people are proud to call home. Yeah, always do your due diligence over and beyond. That's all I can say. This one's a foot in the door for first-time investors, but today, computer says no. It doesn't meet Adoon Foundation criteria. This video shows the reality of where the market's heading for buyers. So thank you for the likes, thank you for your time. We're looking for board members. Come, let's build this together. Follow the journey, share the spark. You know how we close these.